Greetings and salutations, my name is Kartosael and welcome back to the Ripple Effect server. As you might see, I am experimenting with the use of shaders. I have not yet decided whether I like it or not. Well, I like it, but I don't know if I'd like to play with it, if you get my drift. Looking at the shaders is really nice. Use them to like show off a base or something, that's awesome. Playing with it, not entirely sure. So I'm asking you guys, let me know what you think. So this episode will be in shaders. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, I won't. Also, to do these shaders, I've installed Optifine, so I can now be like, I see. I've actually rarely ever used Optifine, so this is new for me. A little cactus farm. Anyway, what I'm going to start off with today is going to show you around my temporary base. It is, well, actually mostly finished. Yeah, I know, right, I finished something. I might like spruce it up, but I actually like the way it looks. It's just, from this angle, it's basically just a little pyramid. And I didn't want to do much more than that. I did, of course, do some things, like this part is definitely not normal. It used to slope in like this, just be a continuous slope of the pyramid. This would be the floor level. Ouch, I do not have feather falling yet. Actually, I don't have a lot of things. And yeah, but I changed things up. I suck at opening doors. I made this little passageway so I can get from the main floor to the top floor easily without mobs. This is my bulk storage, like all those different stones and stuff. I'm trying not to be like this all the time. And also, like wool. I need a lot of wool for my project. Yes, pink wool as well. And as you can see, I use pink glass, and there's glass, and it's lovely. It's pinky, and yes. So this floor is mostly unaltered. Well, of course, there's no glass here and there. Also changed this up. This is just my main storage of like miscellaneous items and wood and stones and sandstone. I'm gonna need a lot of sandstone, so that's definitely not enough. By the way, holding my meat in my offhand was actually something I saw Sin do, another player on the server. It was kind of smart, so I decided to blatantly copy it. That's going to be my banner for this season. Yes, my banner changes every season basically. I will, at one point when I have the resources to do so, make a Comarian banner. That was the black, red, gold, green one. Wow, there's definitely a lot of colors in that one. I'm not quite sure that was black actually. Anyway, red, gold and green. And this is going to be the banner for this season. It's going to be very simple. I have it on my shield as well. It's like this. It actually retains its shape quite nicely. That's lovely. We got our dog. Yeah, that from the very beginning. Its name is Dolores. If you're into the right fandoms, you may already be connecting dots. If not, well, don't worry about it. So, this is normal. This, of course, is not. It leads to the first basement, where I have my nether portal. And you can see all the way up. Well, I used to be able to see all the way up before there was a dog there. Allows me to see quite easily if it's day or night. I have my pumpkin farm for jack-o'-lanterns, my carrot farm, and my wheat farm, which I still haven't expanded completely because I don't really need to. I've got two animal types. I've got sheep for wool, and I've got bunnies. Right now I am holding chicken, roast chicken from a cooker from spawn. I will eventually switch to rabbit meat. I've made that decision before I found out that rabbits don't always drop meat. So I basically took the least efficient meat source there is. However, they do drop rabbit fur, skin, whatever, which can be turned into leather, which is really helpful. This is a little timer I made. Guess I can just break it up. That. How this works is I press the button once I have fed the bunnies, and then 10 minutes later this light turns on. So when it's on, it's basically ready for breeding, which right now I seem to have forgot to flip the switch because there are baby bunnies in there. And when it's off, you can't breed them. And, you need 10 minutes in-game time to be able to breed again. So this is a 10-minute timer, quite easily done. We have a block with a button, powers the redstone, powers this block, powers the dropper, which shoots a tiny piece of netherrack onto this pressure plate, which then deactivates this torch. As soon as this spawns, which takes 5 minutes, it activates that block, which activates the dropper, which activates a similar item over there. I also built this in because the items have a tendency to shoot out if you don't. Now, if this one is on, it will deactivate this torch. If this one is on, it will deactivate that torch. If either of those torches is active, this redstone line will be activated as well, and the torch will turn off and the light will turn off. Point in case, there we have it. And I accidentally picked up the netherrack, but if I didn't, see if I can do that. You can see that the light is turning on because there's now an item on that pressure plate. That means that this torch is off. For some ambiguous reason that one's off as well. Alright, because I completely messed up the timer, and there is now, in fact there are now 2 pieces of netherrack over there. So returning that, as you could hear, as soon as both are once again turned off, you hear a ding, which allows me to know that I can once again breed. There we go. I thought it was rather nifty. It may be like really generic, but I thought it was rather nifty, okay? Alright, there's still the bottom floor. It's not that special really. It's my enchanting setup. I only literally just made this, just finished this by putting in the last bookcases. Yeah, I compared to the other guys on the server, I am really far behind because I just don't have a lot of time to play. Like, that's all. So I'm lagging behind enormously. And still haven't even used that to enchant something at max level. I enchanted my iron axe and I was pretty pleased about that. And as the second item I enchanted, the first item was an iron pickaxe. And I told the rest of the server, like, I have an iron pickaxe, and I finally enchanted it. While another player called Croc17 had like literal stack of diamonds. I was a bit sad. Now, thankfully, people on the server are really nice. And a player named Link actually gave me the pickaxe I'm using right now. This diamond shovel, if you remember my first episode, is actually the shovel I got from that zombie. I still want to put on efficiency 3 and give it a name, well, like in English, but it is that shovel. This blade avarice I made using books that other people fished up because they do AFK fishing and they get books, as well as magic missile, made that in the same way. I still need an axe. But this, made by Link, she gave me this pickaxe, and I was like, wow, that really helped me to be able to actually gather resources. It had all these things. My previous pickaxe on the Lake Laukai server, Silky-san, did have a silk touch instead of a fortune. So I didn't know how efficient it was using a Fortune 3 pick to branch mine, because I can just branch wherever with this. So as soon as I find a deposit of coal, I can just dig it out and repair it. No, there's water, it's just rendered. Oh, whatever. this is my branch mine. I could not help myself and actually kind of decorated it. So we have these cobble gates and diorite in the middle. We have a andesite ceiling and a granite floor with polished granite everywhere there is a torch and where there is an entrance. I thought it looked spiffy. I mean, it's very easy materials. It's literally what I get while branch mining. These 3 blocks are because when you craft this granite, you get 4 blocks, and I need 3 every time I expand this. So this has been an excess of 3 times, which means that the next expansion of this branch mine, I will not need to craft polished granite. I can just use those 3 blocks. Anyway, what we're going to do for the rest of this episode, we're not going to start my main project yet because I need a enormous amount of resources to do that. I mean, enormous. And I'm nowhere near that. So we're not going to start with that. Instead, we're going to go to the communal town, or spawn town, depends on how you want to call it. I refrain from calling it spawn town because it's not at spawn. But you know, who really cares? And we are actually going to decorate our hotel room. Everyone gets a hotel room there, and mine is obnoxiously undecorated. So that's what we're going to do today. And I will see you at spawn. So here we are at the communal town area. This is the area where I found that zombie. Well, about. And as you can see, people have been doing work. Various amounts of people. Ooh, a bit of a lag there, which is fair enough. I'm using shaders. A lot is happening here still. We have this little fountain, this cave and stuff. Oh, it's amazing. And I think Paragraph is the one who is working on this landscaping. And these trees, these little trees, I really like them. They go so well with the modern themed spawn area. That's the hotel, that entire thing over there. We'll visit that absolutely. Another thing on this server, apart from random diamond zombies, is we actually have named zombies as well. They also have the heads of players on the server, so that's a way we can get our heads. So if you see any place where our head is, you know, hung, and you know where we get them. Also, we have seasons. If you throw a clock on the ground, you can see the day, month, and year. And seasons actually influence stuff, like actual yearly seasons. I mean, summers have actual longer days and winters are shorter. That's really cool. This is a hotel. I really don't understand how people do this. It's amazing. We have this little deck, I suppose. Patio? I don't know. Anyway, it's quite unclear. Well, yeah, it's a thing. Perhaps a helipad. Sure, let's go with helipad. There's a ship there. I think it's Winters. I like it. I mean, it's fun. But this is the actual hotel. There's this little suite over there, which is Winters. Apart from that, we all have our own rooms. So there are like 7 over there, I believe, and like 8 over there. You know, there's 16 members, quarter stack, and Winter has his own. And as you can see, there's a head over here, which is Magoo. No, it's not Magoo. Croc, maybe? Possibly. Anyway, you can see that people have been starting to decorate their stuff. Oh, anti-quackman. I'll come to that later. Anyway, we have this little deck. We have a pool. Lovely, lovely pool. And that actually spells Ripple SMP. We have a little bar. Everyone needs a bar, right? Else do you order your tea? Lovely, lovely decorated. I love it. Little lounge chairs and what do you call them? Towels. I might okay, might replace them with a towel of my own eventually. Maybe not. With a fire pit. Oh, it's a lovely. I think this is a barbecue. I just seeing stuff like this just makes me really happy. This looks just so awesome. Just just want to splash in and enjoy life. It's amazing. I have no idea what's over here. Like a jacuzzi or something. Hot bath. Probably something like that. And didn't even mention that our pool is also a waterfall. Yeah, in Minecraft you can do that. Sure, jumping at the waterfall, that's clever. And then the waterfall behind there, I just love it. Anyway, our rooms. Mine is a bit down the hallway, like all the way over here. There's like one room left. And yeah, so I'll get to this later, but here we have the chest that Link gave me the pickaxe in, and she gave me these signs. I really can't figure them out. Ask not what a quack knot cannot do for you, but ask what you cannot not do for a quack knot. I don't think that makes sense, but well, whatever. Anyway, on the server we have basically two factions right now. You have the quacks and the not quacks, or the anti-quacks, whatever you call them. Eventually someone came up with quacks all the time, because we were, the Lake Lao guy just came back from that. There's also the advancement, quack, you're wading in the waters of the lake, ripple, all that stuff. And some people just like, no, those are the anti-quacks. And, the anti-quacks, of which Link is a member, found my one true weakness: bribery. So yeah, I'm fairly certain I'm going for the anti-quacks. I'm not really inclined either way. I mean, it's funny, but it's also kind of annoying at times. So I'm like torn between two. But the diamond pickaxe gave me a lot of good stuff. It does help. And I mean, what does this give me? Feathers. I'm just like, no. So probably going for the anti-quacks there. The banner is called Quack. That's actually kind of funny. This is just considered a black banner. I'll hang it up right now. Sure. Until we, actually decorate the room. Also, get rid of the signage. And the first thing we'll do is actually go to Link's room, which should be close. Well, to each their own. YD. And I'm going to leave you a gift. Ooh, it's nice armor you got. Is that a popsicle? If it is, I'm amazed. Oh, I love those banners. I'm really not that creative with banners, alas. Always remembering birthdays. And if I look at this, I'm like, oh, I should have brought some of those and that, and I forgot so many things. And what is even this magic? I do have an idea what that's supposed to be. Of course, I know what it is, but I just don't have the resources. She's not going to appreciate that though. We are going to leave a small thank you. So, I don't know. Something like that. No, the Kartosael. Kartosael. And we are going to leave her some of the gains I have gotten from that pickaxe. There we go. This is supposed to spell thanks. T and X. I could also go for THX, I suppose. I tried to do like that, but there's like a big H. Thanks. I don't know. What's this or this? It could be both, couldn't it? Well, I suppose the H is less ambiguous than this N, so we'll go with that. Also make some inventory space available. There we go. Now to the decorative part. Joy. Well, the bed's just fine. Perhaps I should take a page of the other books and not put it right over here in the middle. I do want a window have my bed close to the window. I like the idea of being able to look outside. I mean, not directly next to it though. That's cold. Let me put down the chest. Just to put in all the materials. And these are basically the blocks I'm going to use this season. With some exceptions. There are some blocks missing that I am definitely going to use, but are not in here. It's going to be an interesting theme to work with. Let's keep it at that. So yes, just going to put some basic decoration. Not quite sure if I'll finish it or in this episode. Let's get rid of some of the lighting. Should have brought some jack-o'-lanterns as well, but alas, it wouldn't be me if I actually remembered stuff. So yeah, this is an even-sized room. Croc, how dare you? Well, we'll just have to work around that. Let's put up a little carpet. That's definitely not what I had in mind. And too lazy to move the box. I'll just move the carpet. Pull that off. There we go. So as to what I'm actually going to record on the server, I will basically mostly record the thought process behind building something and like laying out the baselines. Like I'm going to build a wall like this and then repeat it. I'm not going to make you watch the entire construction because I'm going to make some big structures. I don't really want to put you through that. So let's see, perhaps a little desk, and what would look nicer, a desk made out of sandstones or a desk made out of wood. Yeah, that's not going to work. There we go. So that will be, oh, no. Well, that answered that question really quick. Which has its advantages, doesn't it? I can craft at times. There we go. And perhaps some form of decoration on that side. No, like I should probably get them on my bar, that helps. Something like this, just to spruce up the entrance a little bit. And actually get to continue on like that. And we'll be close at the ceiling. That will make it spawn proof. And give it a little bit of, that's a bit more interesting. Yeah, you need to go. This is not an ideal way of doing it. I'll put it there, because that will most likely be out of the way. No idea why I just used a Russian accent there. I just really like a Russian accent. So that's probably the main reason. Not the best of reasons to have, but yeah. A bit of a weird mood today, aren't I? Don't worry, it's a phase, it will pass. Was that all of mine? No. Well, that would be weird. Put that there. I would like some of these, please. And put them over yonder. Perhaps even one higher, which can easily be done. And some more of these, whatchamacalls, stairs. Also need these guys over here and over there. That also makes that little crafting table very subtle, which I like. Is this what I want? That is definitely not what I wanted. And now I need to get up there regardless. That's what I wanted. I so love the fact that they added mending. Basically the thing I loved most about Thaumcraft was the ability to repair tools. And now you don't even need Thaumcraft to do that. In case you don't know, Thaumcraft is a mod, although I don't really enjoy it anymore because of the things they changed to. I don't like change. That and the changes they did are just not my cup of tea. Ah, good morning. It's still morning. That works. Right, so that does not belong there. Now we get a little bit of an idea of how this might look. A little bit. Perhaps a little bit of wool to color it up. Like that. I'm using two different colors, not because I'm actually going to use two different colors, but because I want to see which one looks better. And I would slap the bottom half of them like so. Yeah, not like that. Okay. Exactly the same spot as the other side as well. Which do I like more? I'm going to turn off the shaders. That's not shaders. That is. I'm using a light because I don't really want it to be jaw-dropping. And the cilders because that actually makes colored glass see-through, which I really wanted. So, you know, just to see what other people see, it suddenly looks very different. And I like the yellow one more. The pink one contrasts too much with the ceiling. Yeah. So I'm gonna exchange that. You don't need to watch me do that. And I'll be right back. There we go, exchanged it with yellow. I think that looks better. The pink does actually look okay with the darker wood, somehow. At least I think so. What will be next? Still very bland, really. Probably also want something next to my bed. Well, basically a little thing with a name, you know. Bedside cabinet? Not sure that's the right word. Sure, let's just go with that. Bedstand, sure, I think. There we go, a little bedstand. Actually, you can put stuff in, but isn't too obvious. Sort of. I don't know, would wool look better? If you're in here, try pink because you're next to pink. Perhaps. I really doubt you can put it on a pressure plate, because that's a transparent block and I don't really agree. Could try yellow. I'll try yellow. There we go. No, I even liked pink better. It's the downside of using the trapdoor on top of that. Is it looks really bulky. So I'll just go for this. You know, it would be ideal shulker boxes, but I don't have that. I haven't yet been to the end. Other people on the server most certainly have, but I have not. Do I have? Yes, I have more of you guys. I want some places to put a bunch of flowers. And I do mean a bunch. No, I didn't want to do that. Like that. And I've got some pots. Like so. And do 2 pink tulips, 2 white tulips. Pink will be flanking and the white will be in the middle. I'll change out, most definitely change out the torches with like something different. Perhaps a jack-o'-lanterns in there. Not like secretly any pumpkins left. Oh well, if they didn't wreck it, my very first pumpkin farming thing should still be there. Look at that, it actually is still here. That means I can use jack-o'-lanterns, which is glorious. I really like my jack-o'-lanterns because they're so much cheaper than glowstone. When you put them under carpet or something similar, then, you know, you save a lot on glowstone. I won't say on money, but that's, well, you know, if you would sell jack-o'-lanterns versus if you would sell glowstone, then yes, glowstone would be much pricier. So I guess you could say it's more expensive, but on the other hand, you couldn't. And lo and behold, I've fallen through the world. Words. I can have them. Just can't pronounce them. But that's not just English. Even my native tongue, I'm sometimes just bumbling over words. Actually, frequently bumbling over words. Oh yes, now that's yellow. Beneath the bed would be a particularly bad idea, but beneath the chest might be nice. Oh! So what we need is that. Not what we needed at all. This is where the pumpkin will be. This is where we need a block. Right, that's not the pumpkin I was looking for. There we go. Also, no. Sure, let's make it a full block, why not? That has lighting. Some form of lighting here would be nice. That would like need 3 pumpkins and some logic behind them being there. We could change like I wanted to yellow because otherwise it might be a bit too pinky. Or do I want pink? No, I would like yellow. Whee! So beneath these we'll have full wall blocks. Because, you know, you can't put carpet behind them, then can you? Oh, bother. Like so. And also absolutely not what I wanted. Well, it's cobble, whatever. And we'll go up here. And first and foremost, we'll repair this. There we go. We need 3 glowy pumpkins. So 1 and a 2 and a 3. And carpet, like so. Yeah, it's something. Is it ideal? No. Will it do? Yes. We'll definitely need something over there. I'm actually thinking of putting chests down. nothing spawns on chests. And yeah, that one will also go over there. Come to me. There we go. Ooh. Well, I managed to pick everything up though. There we go. I would like some trapdoors in front of those. Let's first and foremost put stuff back, just basically throwing it in, grabbing it when I need it. There we go. I would like this one somewhere, you know, not too obvious. Ah, that'll work. And I'll have the my own banner over there or something. I forgot to dump this, and I need more wood. I always need more wood. Who in Minecraft doesn't always need more wood? Am I right? I'm right. Of course I'm right. Put down some trapdoors. Like so. I like that. Would like even more is if that was a jack-o'-lantern. Which chest should I put them in again? Ah, that one. It's really not a great place to put that trapdoor. Can I put it on the top side? Yeah, that's much better. For this one, the bottom is fine, bottom is fine, bottom is not fine. There we go. And we have light. Preferably want some lighting over here that does not include a torch. I also want something that resembles a chair over here. Looking for the crafting table while I was just looking at it. Yeah, that's me, alright. There we go, something like a chair. Eventually I'll probably have more things like paintings and such. But as for right now, I think this is okay. It's a lot better than just a bed, that's for sure. Probably want some bookshelves over here as well. But that's all for a later worry. Thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope to see you again in the next episode, which will probably be like in 2 weeks' time. I don't really have any more time to record, but at least I will have resources to actually build them. So thank you for watching, and see you then.